Mr. Bryan never denied following Mr. Arbery, did he?
That's correct.
And while he might not have used the word, Mr. Bryan never denied angling his vehicle ahead of Mr. Arbery.
He never denied angling his vehicle in that direction. His choice of words changed drastically from the point of the Glenn County interview to the point of his interview with me.
I'm sorry, did I ask you whether he changed his wording, or did I ask you whether he denied angling his vehicle in front of Mr. Arbery?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is allowed to explain his answer, which I believe is what he just did.
What a witness does is answer yes or no, and then they can explain.
Why don't you state your question again? Go ahead.
Roddie Bryan never denied during his interview with you that he angled his vehicle ahead of Mr. Arbery.
That's correct. He never denied. He just changed the descriptive words that he used in his involvement in the incident that day.
Didn't you just tell the jury when the district attorney was playing this reenactment? Didn't you just tell this jury, as you pull the truck in where the driveway is in the ditch, didn't you just show them on the video him angling and say that he did that? You just didn't use the word.
Yes, sir. He said that he did that during the reenactment video with me, but the wording was different than his explanation when he was interviewed by the Glenn County Police Department.
But based on your video, whether he used the same words or not, he conveyed the same meaning.
He conveyed the same meaning with different intent.
You know what's in Mr. Bryan's mind?
I don't know what's in his mind, but the use of the English language and the words can give some insight into a person's intent.
Are you trying to speculate as to what was in Mr. Bryan's mind?
I'm not speculating in what is in his mind. I guess I would be explaining what the meaning that I took to those words and what I would say as a general meaning to those words.
Okay. Roddie Bryan never denied cutting in ahead of Mr. Arbery, did he?
At which point?
At any point. In your conversation with him, did he ever deny cutting in ahead of Mr. Arbery?
No, he was factually correct in his movements that day during his interview with me.
Okay. Now, beyond that, what you're really doing in this video and this narrative you've just given the jury is you're largely speculating, aren't you?
About?
What happened?
I'm giving insight on what I was told that had happened on the day of the incident.
Okay. Was that Mr. Bryan's testimony, the words you were using when the video was playing, or was that your spin on it?
That would be me paraphrasing what Mr. Bryan told me during that reenactment video.
Mr. Bryan let you know that he didn't think he could do this.
Do the reenactment video?
Mr. Bryan let you know many times that he was struggling to remember events 2.5 months later.
Which is not uncommon for anybody that has to recall events afterwards. But it doesn't stop me from being able to ask the questions. That's my job as an investigator.
Because you needed this reenactment video.
Actually, you offered the video prior to the interview. You referenced that Mr. Bryan had a hard time remembering the path of travel in a narrative format, and that he was willing to take that path of travel after the interview.
So you took that as the green light to put words in Mr. Bryan's mouth.
I never put words in Mr. Bryan's mouth.